Broncos and Patriots. This one go the way you planned?
It didn't. Everyone was expecting a game for the ages with Brady and Manning, probably the most hyped game of the season. Turned out to be a little bit of a dud.
But if you're a Broncos fan, it was still great. Manning looked good.
Yeah, Manning looked great. I think the game really came down to not Brady versus Manning, but the Patriots defense was battered all game. They lost their starting cornerback. And when that happens against Peyton Manning, it's kind of lights out. He ate them up, long drives all day. The Patriots really didn't have a chance, and especially if you bet the over, you felt kind of like a fool.
Yeah, it's been impressive the way Manning's come back. I mean, he had the neck injury a couple years ago. Last year, almost got the Broncos to the Super Bowl. Now he's going to go back.
Yep, and he holds a bad spot in our heart for us Bears fans with Peyton Manning back in the Super Bowl. We all have memories of 2006. But the Broncos were the best team all year during the regular season, so they deserve to be in the Super Bowl.
They earned their way to this one. All right, in the other side of the battle here in the NFC, it was actually the Seahawks taking on the 49ers. This one was actually a good game right to the end.
This game lived up to the hype. This was the best division all year in football, and it was a great game from start to finish.
Yeah, let's take a look at some of those highlights right now. Jermaine Kearse gets it going for him.
Yeah, the game really came down to the Seahawks offense, which was questioned all week leading up to it, really was able to step up and hang with the 49ers. 49ers kind of dominated the play for the first three quarters, and Russell Wilson stepped up, made some big plays down the stretch, made that big throw, and really kept the Seahawks in the game.
Couple young quarterbacks doing it. Colin Kaepernick gets snake bitten at the end.
Yeah, the 49ers had the chance to win the game. They drove all the way down the field. They were beating up the left side in the middle, and then at the end of the game, Colin Kaepernick decided to throw at Richard Sherman, and it was a big mistake because he's the best quarterback in the league for a reason, and he came up with a big play.
Yeah, and Richard Sherman let everybody know just how big a play it was and what a big game player he is afterwards.
Yeah, this was the talk of the entire Twitter and internet after the game, his interview with Erin Andrews. People were all about it. They said that he was going crazy.
Yeah, Sherman cuts loose. Let's listen in.
Ask you the final play. Take me through it.
Well, I'm the best one in the game. When you try me with a sorry receiver like Crabtree, that's the result you're going to get. Don't you ever talk about me.
Who was talking about you?
Look, Crabtree, don't you open your mouth about the best. I on the shit for you real quick. LOB.
All right, and Joe, back over to you.
Oh, my favorite part about that, besides him foaming at the mouth, was Erin Andrews, the Fox reporter, saying, who's talking about you, big boy?
She was a little blindsided, but I personally loved it. That was old school WWF. Richard Sherman, he came up and made the big play at the big moment. If you can talk the talk, you got to be able to walk the walk, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, he's never shy about talking trash. He actually last year talked trash about Harbaugh as well. But let's get down to it. Seahawks versus the Broncos in the championship game, big Super Bowl. Who's going to take it?
I think the Broncos are going to take it. They're the 2.5-point favorite. The Seahawks offense is the big question going into it, and Peyton Manning's not going to throw it at Richard Sherman with the game on the line, so he won't make that kind of mistake.
Well, let's just hope it is a good game to watch. So you're going with the Broncos to take this one. Is it going to be a close game, you hope?
I think so. It will be a close game. Probably the two best teams all year. Everyone had Broncos, Seahawks preseason, so it will be a great game.
We'll have you back in a couple of weeks to talk about it.
Absolutely.
That prediction holds up, right? Dan Katz, always appreciate having you on board. Melody.